Hi everyone. It's Freya. She doesn't want the cat to come into my room. It is September 11th today, the 20-year anniversary of 9/11 of 2001. And I was watching a few of the documentaries last night while I was laying in bed feeling sorry for myself, being here by myself in my room for this long, trying to entertain myself. And sorry, and I'm going to get my other dog chuffing because he wants my attention because I'm busy. So I'll try to ignore him. Yeah, and I learned a lot of things that I didn't know. I'm sure for most of us who remember 9/11, we know exactly where we were when it happened. And what an unfortunate time, and every year I just learn more that I didn't know. And this time I learned about the people that were on flight 93, I think it was. 92, 93. Anyway, and their courage that they banded together to try to overcome the hijackers of the plane, and the plane went down in a field rather than hitting another building. And they talked about the stories of the families, and now 20 years later, the children of those people on the plane. It was really quite heart-wrenching, but just the power of and courage of people when faced with the situation. This is day 7, and I'm feeling a little better today, I think. I'm, again, coughing, not as much. I'm being careful not to do much today, because yesterday I felt a little bit better in the morning, started doing some stuff, and then crashed in the afternoon. And I really want to be able to be free of my isolation, of my quarantine, on Wednesday. So I'm trying to take care of me, although I'm quite bored. I have been really going to town and knitting my sweater that I've been working on, and it's coming along quite nicely. I'm finding it really hard because now I'm knitting and carrying the weight of the entire sweater while I'm trying to knit, and it's color work that I'm working on right now. I'm working on the yoke of this sweater, but I'll be very proud of myself once I'm done, because I've always wanted to knit a sweater, and the sweater, I think I mentioned in another video, don't know if I posted it though, that it was a likeness of one that my great aunt from Scotland, or England, made for me when I was about 8 years old. I know I didn't post the other 2 videos from days 5 and 6. Excuse me, obviously I'm still tired. I'm very, very tired. I actually didn't sleep all night, and I didn't get to sleep until just after 5 this morning, and then woke up at 8:30. And I was up I woke up a few times before that, and then couldn't get back to sleep, but that's okay. I noticed I'm hot flashing more today, but I don't have a fever. My blood sugars seem to be stabilized a bit more, but I've also been eating all day, so guess I'll find out. I know I had something else to say. Oh yeah. Once I get through this quarantine, I probably will be moving some stuff over to my plain old Nana and pajamas stuff. I've done a lot of soul searching in this quarantine time, And, oh my goodness, I am so sorry. It seems like I'm back to yawning in all my videos. Um, and, um, just, yeah. I had a dream the night before last. Mike showed himself to me in my dream. I don't know if I mentioned it in the last video or not, because I really didn't go back and watch it. And my memory's still kind of poor. And where I approached him, walked up to him, and just wrapped my arms around him and got one of his beautiful, wonderful, long hugs. And then I just remember, for some reason, I don't know whether it was he walked away or we were parted for some reason, and I felt very sad. But at least I, felt honored that I was able to experience that beautiful hug again. And I realized that, yeah, I really am distracting myself. And I know I've mentioned it before, but maybe I said it but didn't really realize it. And, I'm keeping myself busy and distracting myself rather than facing things, I think. Especially on the spiritual level. And I guess maybe that's because of fear. Like, the whole world right now is in such a strange energetic spot. There's a lot of change happening, and certainly in the human energy field and the field that we're all connected to and connected to one another, and connected to nature. And I've kind of been missing that connectedness, and so yeah, I need to focus a little bit more on what that means to me, and trying to maintain that part of myself. Like, I guess what I'm getting at is that energetic part of myself, to realize that I'm not, we all kind of say we're human beings and we have a spirit, but the true realization, especially facing a time like this, is that we are actually spirit beings having a human experience. And so I think that connection for me will also help me heal, because I still have a hard time making sense of what happened. I can make sense of it on, on the cognitive level. Yes, this is what happened. This is why this happened. This was the chain of events. But in my soul and the deep parts of my being, it's still not making sense to me how I could, not be with my loved one, the love of my life, and the man I thought I would grow old with, and just made my life so much better for having known him and loved him. Anyway, I hope that he'll keep showing up to me. But anyway, so I plan on maybe putting some content over on that plain old Nana in Pajamas channel, I guess, when I heal from this COVID situation, and start examining that there, likely. I'm not sure whether, like, what will happen here. I don't know. I might still, because our COVID journey isn't over, and I have a lot left to do for myself, for Mike, and for the community, for people in general who were in that situation of going to work and not being protected, and trying to really, I don't know, stand up for what's right instead of letting, companies just, well, it's not like I have a choice, but, just making profit on the backs of their workers and just them being a number. Because you know what? I have not heard from the company that hired him again. Nothing. When I got the call, and you'll always be family. You guys, even though he was only with us a short time, you guys are family. This is a family company. Is that right? Well, I don't know if that's how you treat family, but I guess it's easy just to leave us behind. Because we're just bodies, I guess. Anyway, that's it. Looks like it might rain. And, yeah, I'm just trying to keep myself occupied and have a few more days to do so. That's it for me. I love you guys. Stay safe. Everybody do what's right in this fourth wave, to keep you and your loved ones safe. Please don't tempt this this virus, because, it's just not nice. Obviously this is the Delta variant, and I got it even though I'm fully vaccinated, and it's kicked me around a little bit, and there is still such a thing as long COVID. There is still serious disease, and younger people, as I saw last night, are getting ill, and very ill. And I understand a pregnant woman passed away, and the baby survived. That's just sad. And she was unvaccinated, unfortunately, when vaccines have been deemed safe for pregnant women. And yeah, I guess I just really wish that proper information would be disseminated so that everybody could make educated decisions for themselves, and that those decisions that they make for themselves on one side or the other would be okay, and that everybody is accountable for their decision and on either side. And again, there's risk to everything that we do. If you take any medication at all, if you're on any medications, have you ever looked at especially the American medication commercials, and they have all this commercial, and then at the end they have this quick blurb about, well, watch for this and that and the other, and if you experience, it's just, there's risks to everything that we do, even taking an aspirin or Tylenol, walking across the street. I just wish that before people would, people in positions of power, especially, or perceived power, by throwing a white coat on, throw numbers out there, and really wish the people would actually look for proof in the pudding before making the decision to take their lives into their own hands that way. We should be responsible, each one of us, for our medical decisions. I'm just saying that, please use reliable information, not just stuff that's thrown out in fear. Look at the actual numbers and put the emotion aside, and then make your decision, and that should be respected. Anyway, I said that was all about 3 minutes ago. Love you all.